this example, to solve for x, we have this equation. And in this equation, the first step, in order to solve for x, we have to eliminate the denominator, so which is square root of 20 minus x. So in order to do that, we will have to recall that we have to multiply by the denominator both sides. So let's make an example here. If we had x divided by a is equal to 1, so we would multiply by a on both sides. So here what we get, we're left with x, and here what anything you multiply by 1 will remain the same, so we'll be left with a this side. So now that we've done that example, let's get back to our program. So here, after we multiply with the denominator, we're left with x this side. We're left with x is equal to anything multiplied by 1 remains the same. So we have 20. So we have 20 minus x. So now we have to remove the square root in order to factorize. So we'll have to square on both sides. So when we square, we'll have x squared is equal to this one, it is squared, and this is squared. It will be 20 minus x. So now we have to rearrange the equation and equal it to 0. So to rearrange the equation, we start with x squared. We take the negative x to this side, it will be positive x. We take the positive 20 to this side, it will change sign to be negative 20 and equal to 0. So now we need factors, we need to factorize. So we need factors that when we multiply, they will give us 20. And when we add them together, they give us x or 1x. So the coefficient of x is 1. So which means when we multiply them, they give us 20. When we add them, they give us 1. So those numbers would be 4. 5 times 4 would give us 20. Or 5 times negative 4 would give us negative 20. So without wasting our time, we will use those two numbers. So x, we have 5 here, and we have negative 4 equal to 0. So essentially we have x is equal to negative 5. Okay, let's do it in full for those who want to understand it. So we'll have this factor x plus 5 is equal to 0, which is of the first factor. So when we solve it, we'll have x is equal to, take 5 to the other side, it will be negative 5. So the first one we have, first answer, the second answer will be x is equal to positive 4. If we do this, we do the same procedure, we'll get x is equal to positive 4. So now we must remember that we used a square in this step. So now in order to, we must prove it. We must go back and prove it since we used a square, proving it by substituting x with the values we got. So in order to do that, let's create some space here. Create some space. Just clean up a little. Yeah, so we continue with substitute. Whenever there's x, we start with 4 x is equal to -5. So we substitute in the original formula, -5. We substitute test if it will give us the 1. So -5 divided by square root of 20 minus 5. So it will be equal to -5 divided by square root of 25. Square root of 25, we already know it will be, okay, let's write it. Square root of 25 is equal to -5 divided by 5 is equal to -1. So this one is not equivalent to the one we got here. So it didn't prove correct. So we go to the next one for x is equal to 4. To be 4 divided by square root of 20 minus 4 is equal to 4 divided by square root of 16, which is 4 divided by 4, which is equal to 1. So is equivalent to the one we got here. So that is our correct solution. So in conclusion, is the correct answer, not x equal -5. So that is our conclusion.